We are thrilled to be welcoming on Brandin Cote, head coach for the U of S Huskies men's hockey team, Canada West champs yet again. Congratulations, Brandin, and thanks for taking time to do this.
Hey, thanks for having me on.
So what does it mean to you personally to win back-to-back Canada West championships and bring home that 13th conference title, Brandin?
It's exciting for sure. It's a testament to our guys. They put in a lot of work this year, and we had a bit of a tougher path this year to get there. We had to go through U of A, who's a rival every year at home, and then we had to go to UBC and Mount Royal in Calgary to finish it off. So it was a big test. They're both really good teams, and our guys dug deep and got it done.
So your group went 6-0 through the playoffs. I'm pretty sure first team in conference history to do that. So what allowed your team to be so dominant in the postseason?
That's a good question. I mean, I think we've just been building towards it all year, wanting to give ourselves a chance to repeat, and we just got on a roll. We're playing our best hockey at the right time. We've had great goaltending by Noel Meyer. That was a big part of it. But getting scoring up and down the lineup, our best players were our best players, and everyone contributed. So, it was one of those where we just kind of hit lightning in a bottle. We've had a really good team all year, but we just kind of put it all together and went for it in the playoffs here.
Well, and you bring up Meyer, who did an incredible job throughout the postseason, especially Meyer, pardon me. But what did you see in your players' defensive game aside from your goaltending?
Yeah, I think we really just committed to not giving him a lot of really grade A opportunities. Nolan made some big saves when he had to, and there was definitely a number of them for sure to keep us in the games. But we scored offensively, took advantage of opportunities, and we blocked a lot of shots. We were on top of them, and we didn't give them a whole lot of room to get back into any of the games.
But you did have contributions right across the lineup. Goals from players like Holt and Stebbings and the clinching game. How important has that depth been for your club this season?
It's been huge. The last couple of years, our depth has really been, in my mind, the reason why we've come out on top. And you mentioned guys like Holt and Stebbings. Holt's been a really, really important player for us, both sides of the puck for the last 5 years. Guys like Ethan Renier, who actually played at Mount Royal his first couple of years. He was a bit of a Cougar killer like the last couple of years since he's been here, and scored some really big goals for us in the playoffs last year and this year as well. Those type of players, I mean, you need that depth scoring to be able to win.
Now, Mount Royal, tough opponent. What were some of the adjustments that you were making on the fly?
You know what? We played them so many times. I think it was really there wasn't a ton of anything new that we really had to adjust to. They had a really good power play in game two. We were successful in game one on the penalty kill, but there was a couple of different looks that they gave us that we hadn't seen before. So we had to make a couple adjustments there. End up killing them, most of them. We ended up taking a 5-minute penalty in the last 8 minutes of the game, which they got the two back there, one on the power play and then one 6-on-5. So it made for a little bit more drama towards the end than we would have liked. But our guys really just bought into everything we're doing. And like I said, little tiny adjustments along the way, but we just really capitalized on all our opportunities, and we just played really good as a team.
When it comes to your lineup, your roster in general, anybody that stepped up and surprised you?
Surprise-wise, there wasn't a ton of surprises, but guys that you expect to come in the big moments. Chance Petruik had a hat trick in the first game. Was really good in the playoffs, played on both sides of the puck. He's known for more as an offensive guy, goal scorer, but he played a really solid two-way game. Connor Roulette was the rookie of the year in our conference, and will likely have a real good chance at being that way within USport. But he led the playoffs in scoring with 12 points. And then Meyer for sure. Guys that don't, Brandin Cote was another guy who's from Regina, played with the PA Raiders in junior. He's been a huge part of our offense from the back end. Guys like Rhett Reinhardt, Ben Saunderson on the back were just really solid and didn't give their skilled guys very much room.
So now the focus is going to be turning to that University Cup in Halifax, right? So how do you keep that momentum while you're still trying to resettle and celebrate a victory? Because you have to celebrate the wins, but how are you trying to keep everyone focused?
Yeah, I mean, we haven't really had a whole lot of time so far to dive deep into it yet. We obviously got back late yesterday and then gave the guys a day off today. They enjoyed it for sure. So yeah, we're going to take some time, get some rest, get refocused. But we were there last year, so we've got the core of our group from last year is back at it. So even though it's in a different location, different teams coming in, we know the lay of the land. We sort of know the setup now. So I think that's going to help us for sure. But just waiting for our opponent here. Hopefully we'll know that in the next few days, and then get ready for them and prepare them the same way as we did for the other teams that we played. But overall, we're just going to take it a day at a time here, try to get as much planned as we can before we go out there and give it our best shot. It's a one-game elimination, so you got to be ready every game.
Lisa Tomaitis was just on with us not too long ago, and we were talking about what is in the water up at the University of Saskatchewan. I mean, you guys had an incredible weekend, not only for the women's basketball team, but also, of course, your club, and then even some Husky medalists with track and field. So what do you think sets your school apart? What does the University of Saskatchewan do differently?
You know what? I really believe it's a huge team here. It takes an army, and really, with all the programs that we have, the coaches, all great coaches, all committed to helping student athletes attain excellence in whatever they're doing. A lot of the same mindset. I mean, we want to win. We want to be successful. We have a lot of support from Husky Athletics and the university and our alumni to help us get to where we need to be in a lot of different ways, financially, academically. So there's just a lot of moving parts to it, but it's just a really supportive environment, and it fosters excellence and fosters success, and that's what you're seeing.
Do you think it adds a little extra pride or motivation around the Huskies athletics department when the athletes step in every day knowing that you got a bunch of winners behind you?
Oh, for sure. It's one of those things where even the past president, Peter Stoichev, really talked about how the Huskies is the university's biggest brand. And I really believe that. And it starts from the top, but it trickles down to all the staffs and all the volunteers. And more importantly, the student athletes that we bring in are really good people, and they want great things for themselves, both on the field, on the court, on the ice, and in the community. And we really emulate that. And we've just got a great group of people to work with.
Now, this has been a big talker today, so Brandin, I gotta ask, from a coach's perspective, that Sabres Lightning game over the weekend with over 100 penalty minutes. As a coach, if you were ever on the bench witnessing your team participating in that type of chaos, what are you thinking? What's going through your mind?
Yeah, that's an interesting one. I've actually been part of, when I played in the American Hockey League, I was part of one of the biggest bench brawls in probably pro hockey history between the Norfolk Admirals and the Lowell Lock Monsters. So it was a bench-clearing-brawl. Trent Yanni was the coach of our team, and I forget the coach of the Lowell team, but it was a melee. It was crazy. But from my standpoint, I mean, it's one of those things where it's almost, when it gets to that point, it's almost out of your control, because you can't really do a whole hell of a lot once they're out there and going at it. So I mean, you try to calm it down as much as you can, but rein them in. But at that point, it's more up to the officials to try to get it under control. But those types of situations happen. It's an emotional game, and I know it's exciting for the fans, but as a coach, and it can be a little stressful too.
How many penalty minutes did you have in that AHL game you were just telling us about?
Well, I was just part of it. I mean, I wasn't one of the main attractors, that's for sure. But basically, in those situations, you got to protect yourself. You got to make sure that you're not getting sucker punched or anything like that, and whatnot. But it was a pretty crazy event. I'm sure you could probably find a video of it on YouTube sometime. Pick me out in there. But yeah, it was one of those ones that you remember for the rest of your life. That's for sure.
Oh, well, now we got to do a YouTube deep dive. Find Brandin dropping the gloves, getting feisty. Oh, I'm definitely looking that one up now. Definitely got to look that one up. Okay, Huskies men's hockey head coach Brandin Cote, really appreciate you taking the time to do this, and congratulations again, and best of luck down the road.
Thanks so much. I really appreciate it.